morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, November 5th. I'm Aubrey Galante.
And I'm Christina Krasnova.
The world's most recent and devastating COVID wave, fueled by the highly contagious Delta variant, showed the strength of the virus even in the face of mounting vaccinations, with more than 100,000 deaths reported in the past 3 months. Many of those deaths were reported in places and in populations that have been largely spared from the worst effects of the virus until now. The illness also shifted from disproportionately affecting older adults and individuals with underlying health conditions into a more indiscriminate killer among those who are unvaccinated.
Stocks rose to new highs on Wednesday after the Federal Reserve adjourned a 2-day-long board meeting. It was released in a statement that it will begin reducing the economic aid that it has been providing to the nation since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Federal Reserve added that it will begin lowering the $120 billion monthly purchases by $15 billion in the next coming weeks.
The most recent Prosper ISD school board meeting was on October 18th, beginning with Superintendent Dr. Holly Ferguson reviewing the enrollment information. There are currently 21,585 students unenrolled in the district. Board members also played a video with construction updates and information regarding Star Trail Elementary and Walnut Grove High School. Additionally, the school board approved a routine item that will continue the investing of Prosper ISD.
Last night, the Prosper High School Theater Department began its showings of Lion King Jr. Keith Bishop shares how these performances allow students not only to make connections with each other, but also within the community.
Prosper High School Theater is dedicated to allowing members to reach their full potential in the world of arts. Not only does it teach skilled associates with theater, but skills that can be applied to everyday life such as teamwork, problem solving, and reassurance. Along with this, one of the main goals is respect for others around you and yourself. They put on live shows that are open for everyone to come to. Apart from these performances strengthening relationships between the cast, they also bring the community closer together. The cast got together and had a breakfast where they dressed up and acted in character. Children were given coloring pages that included different activities for them to do, and a card that they could get autographs of the cast members in. To get tickets for the showings of Lion King Jr., go to the Prosper Theater homepage and click on Buy Tickets Now. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Heath Bishop.
In the last week, Prosper Sports has been on fire. Parker Reynolds is in studio with your Game Time Sports update.
Thanks, Aubrey. The Lady Eagles volleyball team went up against McKinney North in a non-district pre-playoff game last Friday, bringing home the W in the third set 25-19, which ended the regular season record as 27-12, 7-5 in district play. Sophomore Aiden Ames led the Eagles with a season total of 404 kills, junior Bree Barton with 334 digs, and junior Ella Cheney with 60 blocks. The Eagles played number 1 ranked Flower Mound in the first round of the playoffs on Tuesday, securing a second-round playoff spot in the fourth set with a 25-22 win. And on Thursday, PHS swept the floor with Richardson J.J. Pierce with a straight 3-set win in the final 25-10 victory in the third set, paving the way for the Eagles to take on either Hebron or Arlington in the third round of the playoffs next week. And while softball season doesn't start for more than 3 months, Prosper senior and Mississippi State commit senior catcher Gabby Coffey will be competing in the Junior Pan American Games in Colombia, representing Prosper while competing on the Brazilian national team in November. Congratulations to Coffey for not only taking her talents to the collegiate level, but an international one at that. Also this weekend, both Prosper cross-country boys and girls teams are competing in the UIL state competition, which is being held in Round Rock, Texas tomorrow. Good luck to the Eagles as they run against their top competitors in the state. In pro news, the Atlanta Braves defeated the Houston Astros 7-0 in the 6th game of the World Series on Tuesday, securing the 4th ever World Series win for the Braves, and the Dallas Mavs went up against the San Antonio Spurs Wednesday night, ending the evening with a close 109-108 win, making them 5-4 so far this season. The Mavs take on the Boston Celtics tomorrow night in Dallas. In other pro news, while starting quarterback Dak Prescott was inactive due to a calf injury, the Cowboys still managed to grab a fourth-quarter win 20-16 against the Minnesota Vikings, looking to continue the win streak as they take on the Denver Broncos this Sunday. Speaking of the Broncos, Prosper varsity football takes on Boyd tonight at McKinney ISD Stadium, which will be the last season game. And it couldn't be a game time without talking about last week's Prosper win. The Prosper Eagles went up against the 10th-ranked Allen Eagles last Friday, taking on the 28-23 W and snapping Allen's 72-game, 11-year district win streak. This is the first multi-loss season for the Allen Eagles since 2005, as well as being the first program win against the Allen Eagles ever for Prosper. The win secured Prosper a playoff spot for the 7th year in a row. After getting up 17-0 in the first quarter, junior quarterback Harrison Rovazar finished the game with 335 yards, 3 TDs. Another key player, junior Hunter Summers, notched 9 pass completions for 124 yards and 2 TDs. For more on everything Prosper Volleyball, Grace Escobar and Cade Richardson are in studio with this week's edition of Game Day. We'll be back after this short break.
PHS students have the opportunity to donate toys, clothes, or money to victims of child abuse for Christmas this year. These donations will go to the Children's Advocacy Center of Collin County. Drop-off boxes will be placed at the front entrance of the school and in Miss Ballard's room 3103. Toys and clothes for any age can be given, but the items needed most are adult-sized clothing, winter clothes, and teddy bears. Donations will be taken through the month of November, beginning next Monday, November 8th. Contact Bailey Bishop or Miss Ballard for more information.
Prosper football wasn't the only team serving out upsets. The Lady Eagles volleyball team knocked out Flower Mound, who are 7th in the nation out of playoffs in the first round. I think this win is partly due to the great blocking of the Lady Eagles, especially from junior 6'2" middle blocker Ella Cheney. What do you think was key in helping secure the win over Flower Mound?
I think some of the key parts in them making the big upset happen overall was definitely the big kills. This season, we have continued to see sophomore Aiden Ames be able to kill the ball at an effective rate. The Lady Eagles Tuesday night were able to kill the ball effectively and block it as well, allowing for the big upset over Flower Mound.
Yeah, for sure. The Lady Eagles kept the wins going when they beat J.J. Pierce in the third set last night. This is the 9th consecutive year that the Lady Eagles have gone to the playoffs, and they have never failed to go at least 3 rounds. Coming off a win against the 7-6A district co-champs, what are you expecting from the Lady Eagles in the next round of the playoffs?
Well, a couple of the big players last night were senior right side hitter Kendall Hewitt, who had a phenomenal game, and junior Alabama commit Callie Kiefer, who did come back from an injury. I expect in the third round of the Eagles to continue to play at a very high level, and I think we should expect a very good matchup between either Hebron or Arlington. I think we should be excited for the future, and I think we should be excited for a long playoff run.
I agree. I think we'll probably go up against Hebron, but you never know in the playoffs, as was shown against Flower Mound. There are many benefits from students giving back to the community. Abigail Easley has more on how PHS students can participate in volunteering their time to assist others.
Students can often benefit from giving back to the community and can do so by donating their time while serving others. Volunteering provides students the opportunity to help individuals throughout the community and gain senses of responsibility. There are many options of places and organizations where students can volunteer, including hospitals, nursing homes, animal shelters, food banks, and libraries. Although service hours are not required for students to graduate, many colleges look for students who have volunteer experience. Having service hours on your resume and applications can help students stand out from other applicants and potentially increase chances of being accepted into certain colleges and universities. The majority of admissions leaders indicate that community service can often be the determining factor when deciding between equally qualified students. In fact, according to Niche, a reputable site that provides updated rankings and information on schools, 58% of college admissions personnel said that they agreed a student's community service experience has a positive impact on their chances of acceptance to higher education institution. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Abigail Easley.
After this short break, we'll be back with entertainment news.
Here we go!
The spotlight on celebrities' love lives never goes out. Madeline Wentz is in studio with this week's edition of Talent Talk.
Thanks, Christina. Details of arguments between singer Zayn Malik and his now ex-girlfriend's mom, Yolanda Hadid, were made public earlier this week when TMZ published a report saying that Malik had struck her. Zayn pleaded no contest to 4 counts of harassment against Yolanda and Gigi Hadid, but denies all allegations of physical violence. Though the two have recently split because of these disputes, Gigi Hadid and Malik are both reportedly hoping to handle matters privately while focusing on the safety of their daughter. Moving on to a more amicable split, JoJo Siwa spoke publicly about her recent breakup with girlfriend Kylie Prue on the latest episode of Paris Hilton's podcast, This is Paris. Siwa stated that her and Prue broke up on good terms and have remained best friends, saying, quote, right person, wrong time. In other celebrity news, director John M. Chu announced via Twitter yesterday that the upcoming Wicked movie will star Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo as Glinda and Elphaba, respectively. The two actresses celebrated over video chat and by swapping flower arrangements, sent with notes exclaiming their excitement. The film will be an adaptation of the smash hit Broadway musical Wicked, and though there has been no official word, is speculated to be released sometime in 2023. A commonality among many high school students is the struggle of maintaining a steady schedule between academics and work. Cross Nickerson gives helpful tips on how students can find balance between the two.
Being a high school student can be challenging. You go to school for nearly 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which is basically a job schedule. While trying to balance school, work, and part-time jobs can be challenging, many PHS students have proven it to be manageable. One student in particular manages to have a packed schedule while having a balanced day. Junior Caitlin Sharp maintains a 4.0 GPA while having 2 jobs.
At Sonic, I usually work like 5 to 11 on school nights and then like 5 to 12 on the weekends.
Even with her busy schedule, she still has to do her schoolwork before she goes to her job. To help her with this, she makes a set schedule. She goes home after school, does her homework, then goes to her job, and once she's back home, she finishes her schoolwork.
Most days I try to do all my homework while I'm at school instead of having to go home and do it, because otherwise then I'll be up really late doing homework.
While taking some of Caitlin's notes, such as doing as much work in class instead of messing around, you can be able to balance school with work. I'm Cross Nickerson, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
There are plenty of club opportunities for students at PHS, but it can often be more challenging for teachers to find ways to be involved. Allison Wood takes a closer look at how the Teachers Tap Dance is providing PHS teachers a space to let loose.
The Teachers Tap Dance Club is a new organization at PHS this year. Unlike other clubs, however, this one is for teachers only, as the name suggests. Teachers participating in this organization meet every other Monday in the dance room, put on their provided tap shoes, and dance away. The club was started on Monday, October 4th by Mrs. Day, who danced professionally for several years before hanging up her dancing shoes to pursue other career interests, including teaching. This year, she decided that it was time to get them back out, start the club, and create a place for other teachers to discover or rediscover the freedom of tap dance.
I have not danced in probably 6 years, so I thought, why not start a tap group for teachers, and then I can dance again and bring it to teachers at the school.
Currently, the club members are learning a routine to the song That's What I Like by Bruno Mars. This particular routine helps beginners learn the basics of tap while also giving those already familiar with the dance style something to reignite what they remember about tap dancing. As of right now, the club has no plans to perform this routine for an audience, but according to club president Mrs. Day, that could always change.
We're going to do some routines, but a lot of it's just learning the basics. No specific routines. We could, though.
Teachers looking for a way to blow off steam are able to join the Teachers Tap Dance Club at any time. Again, it meets every other Monday in room 1039. Tap shoes will be provided so both new and experienced dancers can tap their hearts away. I'm Allison Wood, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Christina Krasnova.
And I'm Aubrey Galante. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.